This is where we left off last time. Now we're going to add some more details to our kitchen cabinets. Zoom in here a little bit. Let's come up here and click on the rectangle button. And it's got a little arrow next to it. If you click on that, you'll see it's co-located with the polygon button. So it's possible that when you look up there, you can see polygon. Click on the little arrow if you have to, and then click on the rectangle. Now come down and just anywhere here in the middle, it doesn't matter, click and then read the command line. And it gives you some options. And we are going to pick dimensions, so we're going to type D, enter, and then we are going to type 24, enter, and 30, enter. And now we have a rectangle that is 24 by 30 inches. Now we are going to make a copy of that. Click on the copy button, grab it, make a copy just anywhere out in the space, then right click and enter to escape that command. Now click on the rotate button, and you don't have to actually close these with a window because it's one object. You can just click on it anywhere. So just click on it, and then I'm going to right click, and that actually is the same as entering at this point in this command process. So as you go along, you'll see that right clicks actually have quite a few different commands that they initiate. Now it wants a base point. You can see in the command line, I'm just going to click anywhere in the middle. Now it's going to ask me for a rotation angle, and I'm going to type 90, enter, and there you see it rotated it. Now I'm going to right click, and actually no, that one doesn't work for that one. I'm just going to escape to get out of that command. Okay, so now I have two, and I'm going to take and move them. So let's click on the move button here on the modify palette, and click on this rectangle. And now I'm going to enter, or I'm going to right click, and I'm going to grab it by this center midpoint icon. And then I'm going to turn my ortho off so it doesn't get in the way of this demonstration, even though it would work with the ortho on. And I'm going to come up and click on this midpoint icon on the middle of the cabinet. Now I'm going to right click, and I'm going to select repeat move. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to right click the midpoint icon again, and the midpoint icon over here again. Now we're going to modify these rectangles a little bit. First, we're going to make a sink. Let's zoom into this rectangle here. You can see when you run over it with your cursor, it highlights the whole thing. It's one object. So now I'm going to click on offset, and I'm going to type 3, enter. Click on this rectangle, and then I'm going to click in the center. Then I'm going to right click and enter. Now I'm going to click on the fillet, and I'm going to type R for radius, enter, and I'm going to type 2, enter, and then I'm going to type M, enter. Read the command line right now. It says, undo polyline radius trim multiple. So I'm going to type M for multiple and enter. That way I don't have to go through the command for each corner. Now I'm just going to go click on each of these, and that creates a radius. And I'm going to right click and enter. So that's the kitchen sink. Now for this one, I'm going to create the stove. Click on the line. Let's click on the midpoint icon here and here. Right click and enter. Right click again, repeat line. Here and here. Now I've got 4 squares, and I'm going to, I want to use the line, but let's try and do it this way. Right click and repeat line right there. And I'm going to come and I'm going to draw 4 separate lines They have to be separate or it won't work. Now I'm going to click on the circle. Just click in space here anywhere and then read the command line. And it says specify radius of a circle or diameter. So I want the diameter. I'm going to type D and then enter and then read the command line. Specify the diameter of the circle, 6, enter. And then I'm just going to click on the screen and I'm going to right click. I was going to right click to get out. Actually, that 2 right clicks actually did bring me out of that. But you can just enter to get out of there. Okay, let's come down here and on the O snap button at the bottom on the bar down here, let us right click and let's now turn on the center O snap. We can do it here or we can go to the drafting settings window and do it in here also. But you can do it just by right clicking and picking it from the pop-up menu there. Now let's hit copy, click on the circle anywhere, and then I'm going to right click, which is the same as entering, or you can enter, and now you can see I've got a center point icon. I'm going to grab it by that and I'm going to come and set it to the center, the midpoint rather, icons on these 4 separate lines. And then I'm going to right click and enter to escape. So that's why I needed 4 separate lines. So I had the midpoints in the center of these little rectangular sections. So now I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to right click and erase. And now I'm going to use a selection window here because the green selection window selects everything that it touches. And I'm going to select all of them. I'm going to right click and I'm going to erase. Visit AutoCAD in 20 hours for your free trial and more information.